Here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passions. I'm interested to know where your passion for music came from, because you kind of combined a lot of different styles of music in your own. Was a certain album inspired it, a certain live performance, or something that was just naturally for you as a child?
Well, it was kind of two instances. First, it was kind of XXXTentacion, rest in peace. His music really spoke to me. Kind of through like school and college, I was really into that abrasive sound. Um, and I was listening to it for just a good 2 years, like that whole kind of scene. And then I went to a gig, I think in October 2017. Um, and the person who's performing, who was Scarlord, who is another big player in the kind of trap metal scene that I'm in.
Hmm.
Um, he told me to pick up a mic, and I did, and now I'm here, and it's
Oh,
sick.
that's
It's
cool.
sick.
Yeah, you kind of been dubbed as trap metal prodigy. Actually, could you educate me and others that don't really know like the history of trap metal and like the origins of it?
Yeah, trap metal. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything about it. I'm not some kind of like history
Yeah.
teacher, but trap metal, in my opinion, started out. I know a lot of people say like there's this guy called Bones. He started it and stuff. I never really listened to him, so I'm sorry for anyone who's watching this and is like offended by my really poor explanation on this. But yeah, for me, it was X who really like opened up the doors for it all. He was this artist that just was really good at merging genres together and did it in ways that people didn't really think about. He blew up, and this whole kind of like scene of rapping, kind of about your emotions, almost came out.
Hmm.
Because a lot of the time, rap is all about saying what you've done, bigging yourself up, saying how sick you are and stuff like that. But people like X and Lil Peep and everyone like that, they kind of just started talking about more of their emotions and kind of like it's kind of like emo rap, so emotional rap kind of thing. Um, and yeah, trap metal has just been going on from there on, and it is so far. I mean, in my opinion, it's now getting a little bit stale. It's getting a little bit similar. A lot of people are kind of rinsing the same thing, and what I'm trying to do is
Uh-huh.
push new ground with like Lunatic and stuff like that. I wanted to uh, experiment with stuff like drum and bass metal, as well as a drum and bass song on the album. Just a bunch of different styles, really. I went into just every kind of thing that I could find with the
Yeah,
album.
let's talk about the new album, Lunatic. Let's go over a couple of tracks, and you can tell me some inspiration for it. The one that really stood out to me was the punk song. I really love
Mm.
especially the intro is like the definition of punk, according to Google, was a worthless person. I'm fucking punk.
Yeah, man, that's a favorite. That's a
Yeah.
huge favorite. It's my biggest song at the moment. It's going crazy. Big up Lil Darky for that. He's sick, crazy guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's featured in two songs. Where did you find him? He's cool.
I was listening to him for a while.
Okay.
My friend Kazari, who's in the same collective that I'm in, Love Seps. He kind of showed me just this guy's music, and it was a one called Holocaust, and it's just this song that is just so offensive and just like he's being a total prick in it, and I just loved it. It was great, and turns out my friend Kazari he was talking to him in the DMs. He knows a little bit of everyone on SoundCloud, and just got me in touch, and I had this song that was just perfect, and it was punk. So we sent it to him, and he hopped on, and then we went over to LA. I got stranded in Texas.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it was bad. They thought I was some like huge rapper. At the time, I was nothing. So, and they thought I was like avoiding tax and shit like that. It was it was
Oh,
funny.
so what happened? Like they
Yeah.
wouldn't let you on a plane or something? Because
No, because from the UK, I think to save money on the flights, we kind of just
yeah.
like I flew over to Texas and then Ohio and then LA or something like that. It was like 3 flights across the states to save money or something like that. But I had an hour window to go from my Texas flight to my LA flight, um, something like that. And they asked me like, "Why are you here?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm here to make music with my friend," and that was apparently I'd never been to States before, and they thought I was doing shows and making loads of money off of it when I just wanted to shoot a music video.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well, he also did another track with you called Radar. So he has a part, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, wobble wobble jiggle jiggle. What's the
That's
meaning and
me.
where that come?
That's me. And that one,
Oh, it's
yeah,
you.
no, that
That's you.
was,
Okay.
yeah. I even know. I did. We were really. He just said, yeah, let's do it. Let's go on Discord and just record back and forth. And he just said punch in, because when my writing process is very like slow and like methodical. His brain, he just writes it and just goes. So he was like, Josh, just punch in, and I couldn't do it. And then that's kind of what came out of me punching in. Just the first thing that came to my head. Was just wibble.
You should
Um,
put that like on a T-shirt or something. I love it.
yeah, yeah, totally. That'd be funny.
Well, what do you like? I mean, you got a one called Violin Freestyle. Where that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that was it was a weird one with that because it wasn't actually supposed to be in the album. It was like a scrap from like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And my manager was messaging me, and we wanted to like we were kind of just talking about the idea of making an album, and he was like, right, so just send me everything you've ever recorded. And luckily, I just had this folder of just all my old songs, and he said even if it's like a 10-second snippet, it might have something that we could like revive or do something with. And I was like, okay, cool. So my friend sent me this joke beat ages ago. I recorded on it, sent it to him, and that was Violence Freestyle. And I showed my friends who went, "Nah, this is so hard. You have to finish this." So I did it, and we did it. Yeah, that was Violence, and turns out it's a favorite for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's why I like when artists still do albums, because a song like that, where it's something like you might be the fan's favorite or someone else's, So singles,
Yeah.
So I know
Totally.
everything's kind of up in the air now, but is there anything in the works you're allowed to talk about? Shows hopefully in the future.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm enjoying a nice little break. It's been a long, like I think something like 8 or 9 months working on Lunatic, so I'm enjoying a good break. But I've got loads of plans for what's coming next. I can't speak too much on it. But it's gonna be a good rest of the year, I think.
All right. Well, thank you so much, man. Pleasure talking to you, and we'll talk
It's all
down the
love,
road.
bro. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.